afternoon, guys. This is Abrahm with BSA Bushcraft, and today I've got a really cool video for you. I'm going to light a candle with the Ferrocerium rod. There's a lot of uses for a candle, and if you need it lit and you don't have a lighter or open flame, and you have a ferro rod, you can actually light a candle. The candle that I will be using, which you can use a beeswax candle, you can use what I'm using, which is just a regular paraffin wax candle that you could find anywhere, thrift stores, maybe your grandma has one or something like that. They're very easy to come by, and it's very simple to do this. So you just will need a ferro rod, a paraffin wax candle, or any candle that you have, and some way to strike your ferro rod. So if you guys stay with me, we'll get started. So again, what I have for resources to make this happen with lighting a candle with a Ferrocerium rod is a 6" by 1/2" ferro rod. It's a cheap eBay rod. My sister got it for me for Christmas, and I really do like it. It throws really good sparks. So that's the first thing. Then I have this Swiss Army knife that Dave Canterbury gifted me, and I really love this also. It's an awesome tool. I really am fond of the saw because it throws showers of sparks. It's very good, and when I'm scraping the magnesium off of this ferro rod, it really does a good job at that. So that's another tool that I have. Thank you, Dave. Then I have, just like I said, a normal paraffin wax candle. It's already charred on the wick. It really doesn't matter if it's charred or not. It's all up to you. It will work either way because this got charred somehow. I already practiced, and I got it's a light with a ferro rod, and it was not charred, so it does not matter. And again, this is a piece of tulip poplar. I just broke it off. It's really small, just to get my candle elevated so the wick is facing down towards the pile of magnesium. Then I have a rock, just to scrape the magnesium on this so that it is all contained, and that is all you really need to get this to happen. First, what you want to do is set your candle and your stick aside on something dry if the ground has moisture in it, so your candle's not getting no moisture. I will take what I'm scraping my rod with out, which is the back of the saw and the Swiss Army knife again. Then I will slowly, you do not want to scrape this fast enough to produce sparks. If you scrape it too fast, it will produce sparks, okay? You can add a lot of pressure, just do not go fast. And just scrape a pile of magnesium on there. Just don't scrape fast enough to produce sparks. Just like that, that's just a little sparks, but that's all it takes to do this. You do not want to get a big pile and strike it off when you're not ready. You really don't need a big pile of magnesium to make this happen. I would probably say a penny is too much. I will gather that just to be sure that I will get this. And you always want to prep things right, because if you don't, that's when you make mistakes. So right there, I'm gathering up a decent pile already right there. So just keep on gathering until you get what you like. Again, don't scrape it fast enough to produce sparks. The more pressure, it doesn't matter, you'll just take more magnesium off. So all I'm doing is removing this magnesium into a pile. And that's what will light that wick, essentially. So now what I will do is set my rod to the side somewhere dry. On top of that little piece of bark, I will get my blade out. I'll use the back of it so I'm not ruining the spine on it. Or actually, I could take something smaller like this here and just scrape it into a big pile. You want it all contained, you know, just pretty darn contained. Because if it's not, then it will be thrown everywhere and it's not concentrated in one area. So right now it's looking really good. I've got that pile, but just to be sure, I will scrape some more. And again, I probably could get away with that. I just want to be sure that I will get this to work, and that's what you always want to do. You see, I've kind of got this everywhere. If I had a smoother surface to do this on, I could contain that magnesium a little better. But it's working just fine. Just make sure you don't hop along here or you're going to make speed bumps. That's what they call them. That's where your rod is uneven and you can't get a really good strike on it. So just a few more scrapes here. I'll do about 10 more. There we go. That should be plenty, guys. Now put your rod up. I will put it in my sheath where it belongs so you do not lose it. You don't want that to happen, especially in a survival situation. You do not want to lose your ferro rod. The wind's kind of blowing today. I'm hoping you guys doesn't affect the volume too much. So hopefully it doesn't blow this magnesium everywhere. Your next step is to get your candle and your twig ready. It's really kicking up, so in this type of situation, you really need that fire, because if you're exposed to the elements or something like that, we're just saying in a survival situation, if you were in one, you would have to have a fire, so you would hurry up and have to get this done. So there is my wick, and I've just got this on a piece of bark. I had to transfer it over, and I'm gonna elevate this up and get that wick down in that magnesium, down in it. If you can get to stick to it, that's better. All the better if you can get it to stick to it. Then I will strike the ferro rod. I like to do a pull method. Just like that, guys, and that's all that's to it. It's that easy, and something that simple could actually get you a fire going if you're in a sticky situation. Just wanted to come out and do that quick video on how to light a simple candle with a Ferrocerium rod. Something as simple as this could save your life, in the sense that if you had a marginal tinder bundle and you needed an open flame but did not have a lighter, and all you had was a ferro rod, you could ignite this candle and it would give you open flame to hopefully dry that material out and get you warm, boil water, cook food, whatever you need it to do, that fire, it will do. So sometimes the hot sparks, even though they're really hot off a ferro rod, it's just not enough to ignite material. So again, this candle will give you the option to have open flame. So something simple like that could save your life in that sense. If you don't have a 6" by 1/2" ferro rod, you don't have to have that. You can just use whatever you have. And ferro rods, the smaller ones will work. You just have to scrape it off very slowly and add some pressure to take those shavings of magnesium off. Because if you go too fast, it will spark it and it will all go poof. So you don't want that to happen. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like what you see on this channel, subscribe. I really would appreciate that. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in this video or any of my other videos. If you have a question on them, I will get to them and answer them. Or you can email me at bsabushcraft@gmail.com. I also have a Facebook page, BSA Bushcraft. I would really appreciate if you checked it out. And as always, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you on the next one.